Hey everyone, welcome back to Corporate Decoder, the place where we decode the secrets hidden within corporate filings, and let me tell you, this next one for Intercontinental Exchange is like a secret handshake for a new era of their business. So what's the big news from Intercontinental Exchange, also known as ICE? Well, it seems they've updated their foundational document. It's like they've given their company's rulebook a serious makeover. This filing is all about a document called the 7th Amended and Restated Certificate of Incorporation. Now that sounds a bit formal, but think of it as the company's main charter, the ultimate set of rules that govern how the company operates and how its shares are handled. It's pretty important stuff. ICE is incorporated in Delaware, a state known for its business-friendly laws, and this update, which became official on August 20, 2025, brings some significant changes driven by new regulations and the company's own growth. Let's recap what ICE does. They are primarily known for operating major regulated exchanges and clearinghouses. Think the New York Stock Exchange, that's part of ICE. They're a massive player in providing the infrastructure for trading stocks, futures, and other financial products. Now, why is this amendment so important? It's happening because one of their subsidiaries, called ICE Swap Trade LLC, has registered with the US Securities and Exchange Commission, or the SEC, as a security-based swap execution facility. That's a mouthful, isn't it? What it means, in simple terms, is that this part of ICE's business is now operating in a new regulated space, and their core company rules need to reflect that. So one big change is that they're extending some existing rules. Rules about how much stock you can own and how you can vote it to cover these new security-based swap execution facilities. This is all about making sure that the company maintains control and follows regulatory requirements as they expand into new areas. It's like putting a stronger fence around their property as they gain more land. Another key point is that they're tightening the rules around how the SEC reviews any future changes to their charter. Now, as long as ICE controls one of these swap facilities, sort of like having a controlling interest, any tweaks to the company's fundamental rules will get closer scrutiny from the SEC. This is a common move when a company enters a more regulated sector, ensuring transparency and compliance. They've also updated their registered agent's address. You might be thinking, why on earth do we care about an address? Well, the registered agent is the official point of contact for legal and official notices. This particular change was actually made a bit earlier in November of last year through a separate filing, and now it's being formally incorporated into their main charter. It's like updating your contact info in the company's official yearbook. This wasn't a sudden decision. The board of directors gave their stamp of approval back in February, and then the company's shareholders also had their say and approved it in May. Getting shareholder approval is a big deal, showing that the owners of the company are on board with these changes. And because ICE owns exchanges like the New York Stock Exchange, those exchanges themselves had to file proposed amendments with the SEC. This ensured that all the necessary regulatory groundwork was laid before ICE could make its own charter changes effective. It's a cascade of approvals, making sure everyone is playing by the rules. Finally, on August 20, 2025, they filed the updated charter with the state of Delaware, and that's when it officially became effective. Now, looking at the exhibits attached to this filing, we see the actual 7th Amended and Restated Certificate of Incorporation from August 20th, 25, and also something called Exhibit 104. Exhibit 104 is simply the cover page of this report itself, formatted in a way that computers can easily read and process. So really the core document we're interested in is the amended Certificate of Incorporation. And just to wrap up the formalities, the signing of this report is done by the General Counsel Andrew J. Surdykowski. He's confirming that ICE has met all the requirements for this filing. So what's the big picture here? This filing isn't about a massive financial windfall or a collapse. Instead, it's a procedural but crucial update. ICE is adapting its core corporate rules to accommodate new regulatory landscapes, specifically around its expanding swap execution facility business. This shows a proactive approach to compliance and governance as they navigate the complex world of financial markets. It's less about flashy numbers and more about the essential scaffolding that supports their operations. Now, looking at the broader picture for Intercontinental Exchange, it's important to remember who they are. They're not just the NYSE. They are a global network, providing a platform for buying and selling all sorts of financial contracts. And they do it with a huge focus on technology and efficiency. They are essentially the plumbing of modern finance. While this specific report doesn't delve into their latest quarterly earnings, their overall strategy has been to expand their offerings and integrate different types of trading and data services. They're not afraid of regulation. In fact, they often operate within highly regulated environments and have a strong compliance framework. This filing is a testament to that. What are the potential risks or opportunities here? An opportunity lies in the fact that by embracing regulation and adapting their structure, they position themselves as a reliable and compliant partner in new markets like security-based swaps. This could attract more institutional investors who prioritize stability and regulatory adherence. A potential risk, though, is that increased regulatory scrutiny, especially with new facilities, can also mean higher compliance costs and slower innovation cycles. However, given ICE's track record, they seem to be managing this effectively. In my opinion, this amendment is a sign of a mature company actively managing its corporate structure to align with its business strategy and the evolving regulatory environment. It demonstrates a commitment to good corporate governance. They are building a solid foundation which is essential for long-term success in the financial industry. They're not just competing on price or speed, they're competing on trust and robustness. So that's the breakdown of this particular filing. It's a bit of a technical update, but it points to ICE's strategic moves in new financial territories. What's your take on these corporate governance updates? Do you think these changes will strengthen ICE's position in the market? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. If you found this explanation helpful, please give this video a thumbs up, and most importantly, subscribe to Corporate Decoder for more in-depth analyses of the business world. Don't forget to join our Discord community, linked in the description, for even more discussions and insights. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next decoding.